So it's the final day of ISE 2026 and I'm just looking over the show floor, looking over our time here and just unpacking some of the trends that really emerged from a residential standpoint. I think a good place to start is Lutron's intelligent lighting portfolio, which was showcased at the show. It really showcased how lighting is shaping, how a space evolves over time, not just over the course of one day if we're thinking about circadian lighting, but in a kind of long-term landscape, which of course is so central to the residential market and what homeowners expect from their systems. On a similar note, audio was very much a driving force of demos at the show. Listening suites at ISE were a very insightful addition this year. I was lucky enough to sit in on a Bowers Wilkins demo, and that was also really useful for understanding how immersive air-filling sound is becoming way more of a preference in the residential space. It was definitely a reminder of how personal listening now is becoming more attuned to physical shared spaces. And I guess on the integration side itself, we cannot not mention the Sonos Amp Multi, which was on show this year after being launched a couple of weeks ago. So the Amp Multi actually aims to eradicate a lot of complexity, both from the integration perspective and the end user perspective, which feels quite unusual. Certainly in the custom install trade, a lot of pride is taken in dabbling in all the complexity of the integration systems, as long as they don't reach the end user. So that continuity between those two processes has been really interesting this year, and it's definitely something we'll be watching at Hidden Wires. And then I guess a broader kind of structural theme is that ongoing crossover between commercial and residential. Distributors like ADI are innovating in that gap in between the two markets, and I think installers are really getting on board with some of those ideas, certainly judging by the footfall we've seen at those stands. So I guess looking back, looking over the show floor and understanding what some of the main takeaways were, I think the biggest thing to say is residential technology now is not so much about products, it's about design and experiences that really endure.